Hi, just want to go over a few trades of today. Mm, Market is closed. Maybe you heard that ring, maybe not. Anyway, I just want to keep this quick so this can become a regular routine thing. But long story short, big picture, SPY was grinding. We had this trade over here. Sorry, we had this move higher over here on AXTI. I was looking for that continuation to go with the market. By the way, I tried to put this on Trader View and I reached my limit. So for now, I'm probably not going to pay for the service, but I realize I can just show my executions here on TOS, and that would be a good way to go over things. So we had this big run up over there in pre-market, sold off. We took off again. This is VWAP over here. I was actually looking for this liquidity point to be taken out and then perhaps have a continuation. That was true. Had my entry at the break of this doji. Actually anticipated it right before the break, and then it went. Had my stop actually good 10 cents before. Originally, when this candle came down and I saw it like just literally 2 cents away from my stop and then took off, I was like, oh wow, such a good stop placement. But eventually it did come down, take me out, and 6 more cents, and then it went for it. So it is what it is. But you know, this is I've just been in so many trades that the thing just continues rolling, and you never know. And you know what? I'm fine just losing like 50 cents on 20 shares, $10. It is what it is. Trade went. Risk reward was pretty good. But also, kind of shows you maybe don't be so early to the party. I feel like, if I would have seen this doji, I would have been like, break higher, I could take it. It didn't actually break. And then perhaps this candle I could have taken higher, would have had even a better risk reward and, clear stop again. But anyway, that didn't work out. Later, I did have another trade, which was a pretty interesting one that I do want to go over. Let's try to show a bigger picture. It's a bit zoomed in here. So I looked at this liquidity point and I said, great, it got taken out. Now let's see what's happening with price action. It went sideways. I saw this candle here. I treated it like an inside candle and anticipated a break. The break did happen, and my stop was right here on this low. The stop did not get hit. It ran higher. I had a much bigger target in mind. I really wanted to run up here to 67.41 is where I had my take profit. Once it started running, where was this? Oops. I think once we broke through this, once I saw these two candles, I said, you know what? I'm moving my stop up to break even, 64.95.9, and that's where my stop was. Moved to break even. You know what? I literally got taken out by 7 cents on that, and then it did continue. But hey, you know what? Didn't really go anywhere. Even up here, that was still not enough for my profit target. So, what did I like about this trade? First of all, it did work out in my favor very, very quickly. My stop was good. Um, I wasn't trigger happy. Left my stop when things started moving in my favor. I did move up my trade to break even. My gosh, I'm so not used to TOS. It's crazy at this point. And yeah, I was okay with that. I did see VWAP. VWAP was a good place to take profit, but like my risk reward was not good. I didn't want VWAP. I wanted more than VWAP or significantly more. I wanted some resistance to be taken out. But anyway, I like the fact that I was just like, you know what? Let's just move this to break even, and I'm happy with that. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And then last trade I want to go over, which I think was my favorite trade of the day, just because of how well it worked and how I managed it. Um, IREN, been trading it a lot here, as can be seen. But long story short, was looking for this continuation with the market. I had a huge bounce in the last few days, and here we could perhaps have a continuation. That's what we did. IREN did have a pretty solid day. Did pull back afterwards, but anyway, for my trade, um, can see over here, I did not play it off that, to be honest. Now we see we have the pre-market open line, which acted as support here very, very nicely. But that's not the way I played it. I was really playing it from the flush of VWAP, seeing it get bought up, and then the second buy up here, zooming in to what I saw in here, that was really, really my entry at 40.91. 40.91 was this where I kind of wanted to treat it like another inside candle of this doji, and I wanted to break. The break really was 93, 94. I took it before because I anticipated the break to already happen. It went in my favor immediately. My stop was over here, 40.64. So about 25 cents. And yeah, the trade just went in my favor immediately. I did end up doing one change of scale up. I didn't move it to break even. I actually, once it was up here and I saw this doji, I said to myself that I'm actually moving my stop right here to 61.12. I think I put. I ended up not even below it. I think it was literally at the tip of his candle. So I kind of wanted to protect my profits and scale in. And my profit target, really awesome. Really glad the way it worked out. Is I was thinking this high over here with this doji. I literally put it 41.33 is the tip of this candle. And then I saw a roll around. I'm like, wow, I can't believe I just got filled. And this was just, profit scaled in stop. Again, these are two orders. So it was originally stop here, moved in to 61.11, and I had two orders open. This one got filled, the other one got canceled. And yeah, it did continue a bit further, but after that, kind of see there wasn't much more juice for me. So this was a really, really good profit target. Really happy about it. Obviously, taking it out, here we go. That's the idea, taking these resistance. Like I spoke in the other video, these are like really good profit targets for me, and then it rolled over afterwards. So why was this my favorite trade? Hard stop in the system. I did trail my stop even more, and then it went higher. So let's see, 91 to 33 made like $1.45 on this trade when I risked about 25 cents. This was like 5R. Very, very happy with that. And, just worked extremely quickly and just was able to adjust one of the orders to the break even, sorry, to protect my profits. So again, not always it's going to work out this well and this quickly, but when it does, I'm getting more and more into the habit of just protecting my profits and putting it in. If it ends up falling over, I could always find another entry if I think the idea is still good. But at least that way I get to keep my profits. And these were my trades of the day. So yeah, I think out of everything, um, you know, IREN was kind of like the big winner that made me feel really good. Obviously here I got taken out. The idea did work, so that's kind of a good feeling. I guess a little bittersweet ending that at least the idea was good. Took out this resistance area, and then rolled over. So yeah, that would have been the profit zone. But hey, sometimes you're gonna get taken out. But seeing this candle here, how it was just literally 2 cents away from my stop and then ripped higher, a good like what is that? From 30 to almost $1 rip up, 2 cents away from my stop. It's kind of again and again confirms my idea that it's not about the market makers really trying to take out stops. Here they did, but not necessarily because of my stop. They're not trying to take me out. It's just, I had my stop in an obvious place. The first move is not always the one. Sometimes they take you out and then they go. And yeah, I think if I could improve something on this trade, it would be that I was just a bit early to the party. Um, could have really gave it a bit more time. And this one here, as much as it was a break-even trade, I'm very happy with it. That I, at a certain point, just said, let's just move this to a break-even. Went in my favor, but I'm trying to get a bit more out of this. And yeah, lost absolutely nothing on that trade. So overall, this is my day for today. I'm gonna try and look at my trades from yesterday and see if I can make a recap of that. Anything worthwhile.